I Know What You Did Last Summer is the latest horror franchise to get a legacy sequel. Yeah, it's following the footsteps of Halloween and Scream. And, yeah, it's now I Know What You Did Last Summer's turn. Oh boy. Fun! What is I Know What You Did Last Summer about? Well, it's basically a repeat of the original movie's plot. Some people, some kids, like, they go out on some fucking nighttime drive, they're partying and whatnot. They hit somebody, he dies, and then a year later, they get stalked by some killer with a fucking fishhook. Yep, it's just a rehash of the first movie, but it's also acting as a sequel to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. So yeah, it's basically retconning I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. Oh wow, that was a real easy task. Yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Before I get into my thoughts on this wonderful movie, let's get into my thoughts on all the previous I Know What You Did Last Summer movies. It's easy. They all suck. I know this franchise has its fans, but I'm not one of them. This is one of the lamest fucking slasher franchises ever. No good kills, no creativity. It's just cashing in on the success of Scream. That's all it was doing. And of course, it was very obvious that the first movie, the original I Know What You Did Last Summer, was cashing in on the success of Scream because it had the same fucking writer. Yeah. And of course, everybody loves a good 90s slasher. I mean, I do too. I do enjoy Scream. I do not enjoy I Know What You Did Last Summer, though. What did I think of the new I Know What You Did Last Summer? Well, buckle up because it's another movie that sucks. Yeah, did you really think after hearing my opinion on the first few movies that I was gonna like this one? Hell no. This movie sucks just as hard. Actually, no, it sucks harder. This movie was awful. There isn't a single original bone in this movie's body. It's it's as much of a fucking rehash of the original as you could get, only with more modern things. Yeah, like more modernized dialogue, more modernized characters. It's all that shit. Yeah, so if you think that's going to add some originality to this movie, oh, you're fucking mistaken. There's no good kills in this movie. They do amp up the gore, but that doesn't fucking matter because the kills in this movie are some of the lamest fucking kills you could ever get in a slasher. They're like, oh, maybe the filmmakers are like, oh, maybe if we add some extra gore because the other movies lack gore, that maybe people might find this one better. No, you're not fooling anyone. Just because you add some gore, that doesn't mean your fucking kills work. Sorry. The acting is also dog shit all across the board. And I mean, I'm not the kind of person that expects good acting from a slasher movie. Because I love some slasher movies that have some of the worst fucking acting imaginable. But, yeah, this is a more professional production. This is not an independent film. This is funded by a major fucking studio. And this movie's not going for campiness. This movie's taking itself way too seriously for that. So, because of that, I would expect some better acting. Fuck, the Terrifier movies, well, mainly 2 and 3, have better acting than this. And those are independent movies. But also, you know what else is different between this and Terrifier 2 and 3? Those movies have passion. There's passion behind there. There's fucking effort. This movie has none of that. All this movie cares about is nostalgia bait and hoping to earn a quick buck. Didn't quite work out, did it? Oh yeah, it did work out for them because this movie was a box office success. Wow. Yeah, I guess it worked. And speaking of nostalgia bait, of course it's nostalgia bait. It's a legacy sequel, so you got to put in some of the actors from the original movies in here somewhere, just shoehorn them in. And when it does, I bet they were probably thinking, "Oh wow, when I put these people in this movie, it's going to get big cheers from the audience, right?" In my theater it didn't. People were just dead silent the whole time. I'm not sure if any other theaters had that where, like, say, if, like, Jennifer Love Hewitt fucking shows up in the movie, people are like, oh, shit! Yo! Man, I can't believe they got the actors from the originals in here! Woo! Yeah. That didn't happen at my theater. Thank God people weren't fucking fooled by that, at least. What are some other problems I have with this movie? When it comes to scares, yep, this movie pulls the old trick from 10 years ago or more, where a lot of the scares are just cheap-ass fucking jump scares. Yeah. Because that's what everyone wants in their horror films. Yeah, we don't want atmosphere. We don't want mood. We don't want genuine attempts at scares. We'll just throw in a bunch of cheap jump scares and have people jump out of their seats at a loud noise. And another thing about this movie disrespects its audience big time. It's actually kind of baffling. Not since I Spit on Your Grave, Deja Vu, have I seen a movie that really tries to make the audience seem like they're idiots by repeating the same fucking information over and over again. Yeah, that's a thing this movie does. What was the point of that? Like, is the movie really not confident enough in its audience to make sure that they'll get the fucking information the first time? But no, they got to repeat it over and over again. Oh, and not only that, not only is there like a lot of repetitive information in this movie is filled with exposition. People complain about Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning being overloaded with exposition, but in that movie, it was only really the first hour that was like that. In this movie, it's the entire fucking thing. Fuck. So yeah, this movie's disrespectful of its audience, it's boring, it's lame, it's not entertaining, it's nearly 2 fucking hours of, if you, I don't mind a longer slasher movie, like going back to the Terrifier sequels again. Terrifier 2 and 3 are both over 2 hours long. And those movies are not boring, because not only do they give you what you fucking want in a slasher movie, they have significantly more respect for its audience than what this movie does. What was the point of this movie existing? Oh yeah, to make a quick buck and cash in on nostalgia, because you know nostalgia sells. Sometimes it works, most times it doesn't, and this is one of the instances where it fucking doesn't. So yeah, do I recommend I Know What You Did Last Summer? No. Fuck no. This is another instance where I'm like, god damn. This was actually a pretty decent year for movies, but then there's shit stains like this, and Smurfs, and Kinda Pregnant, and Hell of a Summer, and Karate Kid Legends, where, yeah, you're just putting in a bunch of shit stains on an otherwise pretty good year for movies. So yeah, take that as you will. Yeah, I don't recommend this movie. I don't think I would even recommend it if you're a fucking fan of this franchise. Because this movie has no respect for you. It doesn't. And it's boring and lame. One of the worst slasher movies I've seen in recent memory. So yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer. 2025 gets an F.